Every 7 years, Manitowoc comes out with a new series. Not new model numbers necessarily, but we come out with a new series. And what we do with those series is we upgrade, we put more features and benefits. So back to the B model, which was 4 generations ago, we built in self-cleaning, and we have continued to add to self-cleaning. The last model that was prior to the I model was the S model, and now we've got the I model. So the I model is, just to kind of give you a little background, the I model is an S model. It operates identical to an S model. So from a service standpoint or the features and benefits that we had on the S, this is it. But what we've done is expanded on the S model by going to the I model. Okay, a few things about, before we get into this, I'm going to tell you a few things about the features and benefits that make us different, okay? Our competition makes a great ice machine as well, but we all have something that we do differently than the others. So I'm going to tell you a few things that we do. First of all, we've got a front panel, removable. It swings out, very easy to service. This is a key function that we like on our ice machines, is make it easy for the customer to clean and make it easy for the serviceman to service, should there be a problem. Front panel is very easily removed. You take a screwdriver, there's a little pin at the top, push it down and remove it. Everything is cleanable in the front. Even our evaporator is now recessed back, so it's just like the cove corners on a walk-in. You can wipe everything down. Everything is removable except that evaporator plate. But your sump, you're going to pull it, you're going to pop it down, removable. Your water pump is right here. Turn it, pull it down, disconnect the cord, it's removable. Your water level probe, everything is removable. Your acoustical probe is removable. So we are the easiest machine in the industry to clean. Distribution tube, this is when your water comes and flows over the evaporator. It comes through this distribution tube, which has little holes, so you can imagine how much snot, slime, scale gets built up in that. 2 thumb screws, remove the thumb screws, pull it out, it separates. It's not one long distribution tube. Again, different than the competitors. So it's very easy to clean, very easy to reassemble and put together. There is a plate that's up on top here that used to be open. Anybody know what the purpose of this plate would be for? It seals off the food zone. So no air gets in it, because when you get air in it, you want to keep as much heat out of this operating piece of equipment as possible. When this was open, we would have hot air that would flex this panel up on the top and drop it into the food zone. Well, when you get heat in there, it decreases your ice production. It slows it down. So we put a plate in there that totally seals this. Patented by Manitowoc. What we did is we put a microphone. This is called an ice acoustical probe. We put a little microphone, and when you come up here, you'll see a little bulb back here. There's a microphone inside of that. There's a special frequency built into that that only Manitowoc knows. It's a special frequency. So when the ice builds up on the plate, it doesn't matter how dirty this thing gets, because it doesn't go by touch and feel, it goes by sound. Our evaporator is a copper evaporator with nickel plating. We've got a 5-year parts and labor warranty. We do what they call a bonded process versus a plating process. You've got a metal mesh air filter. Some of our competitors have their filters in the front, and that is, again, because they breathe differently. They breathe in from the back through out to the front, and this protects the condenser. So it's a metal mesh filter. It's covered 3 years parts and labor. I don't care what happens to it. If it bends, if it rusts, it's not going to rust, but if whatever happens to it, it's covered for 3 years. 6 shades of indigo. What we're going to talk about today is one of the shades which makes Manitowoc totally different than our competition, and that's called Active Clean. You've seen what we do here. You've seen how everything is accessible on the food zone from the front. But what we've built in to the Indigo is when this thing gets dirty, which, remember, we told you how important it was that it didn't get plugged up. When they buy this ice machine, they will be able to go in to this easy read display, and they will be able to program in a reminder. One of those reminders being, clean my air filter.